morning, diggers. Thanks for tuning in again. Very nice to see you all. You're looking lovely. Anyway, I've been out. I've just remembered I got to do my intro. Well, that's not strictly true. Yesterday was out with that storm. I think it's Olivia, was it? Oliver. I don't know. Well, anyway, someone or other. And it bloody tipped down and I couldn't do anything. But we had some nice bits up. So, yeah, I've just decided to do the intro now. Been really trying to do the outro in a minute. But anyway, yeah, we've had a couple of nice bits. And you'll have to wait and see. Some really nice bits. Oh, we've been looking for stuff. And it's just been wet and windy, and we got soaked yesterday. I could wring these gloves out, it was terrible. But anyway, we're soldiering on, and we'll see you at the first hole. Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but the first find of the day is a ship's halfpenny, and I can't even see why I thought it was one of those. Oh yeah, I can. There, there's George that side, George the 6th, and the ship's half. Or the, what do they call it, that thing? Oh, I'll remember in a minute. Golden hind, is it? Or, don't know. But anyway, ship's halfpenny, and it is blooming soaking. But that's dedication for you. Get on out there. Well, I just had this one up. I did say fortune favours the brave, look. And I think we've got a Soldino here in there somewhere. Let's clean it up a minute, and I'll get back to you. Well, it's a long cross, and I think it's a little farthing. Do you reckon that's a... Hang on a minute. It's so difficult in this rain. There's something going on there, but look. Looks a bit wonky to me. Looks heavily clipped. Yeah, I think that's a... What do you reckon? It's an Eddie farthing, maybe? Lovely little coin. Anyway. Moving on, hammered. Do you know, seeing is believing being out in this weather, but hey, here we go. We've got a bag seal now. Yeah, it says JT on there. And I don't know what it says on there. And I'm not going to clean this up at the minute. It's just too wet. It's just everything's muddy and wet. Somebody said to me, is it an Anglo one? Anglo-Celtic, maybe. And if you know, you know. Well, I just had this up, and I think it could be a backing plate for a door, because the square bit in the middle, see? I'm not too sure what you think. I thought it was something really nice to start off with, but it is actually really nice. I like that. I mean, I'd rather dig that than lead, wouldn't you? Yeah, backing plate for a door because of this square bit. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Well, we're putting up with this weather at the minute, and the ground's conducting well, actually. And I think this is a watch winder. Yep, definitely a watch winder. Look at that. I love them. They're one of my favourite finds, these things. Just want to find the gold half hunter or full hunter watch to go with it. What with the price of gold today? Anyway, on to the next. Well, you wouldn't believe this thing. Look at this. I thought I'd been over this ground before, but I'm just getting loads of little bits up. I had that hammered. I don't know if it's the weather conditions or what it is, but yeah, I got a pot leg now. So that's going back a bit. Oh, I'm not going to clean it up. I'm going to get covered in muck. There you go, pot leg. Well, I thought this was interesting until my mate said, nah, I know what that is. And I expect you do too. It's a cam screw from Flat Pack Furniture. And you would have thought by looking at that, there was something to that, but obviously nothing. Ah, junk. I might do a few live digs in a minute and see what comes up. Here we go. I got a nickel, silver, I reckon, spoon. It's got to be electroplated. Always interesting to find them. Nothing to write home about, but a spoon. God only knows what's doing out here. But oh dear, I'm out with Paul. He didn't like to show his face, as you know, but he's on it already. I think the scores have gone his way now for this month. What one's that, Paul? Do you know yet? Or no? So he's had that one. He's had a thimble.
2 thimbles.
2 thimbles.
Jetton.
And a jetton. Is that the jetton?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go, look. Jetton. He hasn't cleaned any of it up yet. I expect he's waiting to get home to have a look. Let's hold that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well done, mate. So I persuaded Paul to tidy it up a little bit and clean it up. And then we got a half groat, I reckon. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh dear. You couldn't make it up. That's fantastic. Anyway, I'll get some pictures of that. Do you know, it's always nice to save the worms. How do you hear that? Never mind. Anyway, I think over there's a strap end. I think. Might be wrong. See if we can get it out a minute. Hang on. Sorry about the wobbling. Right. It's a strap end of some sorts. I don't know if there's anything on it. I'll just clean it up a minute and we'll have a look. Well, I've just gone back to this strap end. We think that's the edge of it, where it's been 2 separate plates. And this thing here could have, in its time, been zoomorphic. And that's only a could have, but don't know. There's nothing sort of that jumps out with decoration, but it just looks a bit odd here. I don't know what you think. Definitely a strap end. You can tell by this and the other part that would have been there, but yep. A strap end. Well, I'm out with Paul and Co, and they've unloaded a load of stuff onto me. Haven't you found anything yet, Andy? Not a lot today. Not a lot today. Well, I found a grape shot, says Paul. Matey's found some sort of bell. See that? That's going to be interesting. That one's cleaned up, and I'll try and get some more. Try and get a picture of that. But really interesting. And there's a button, gilded button here, and there's also a pin of some sort here. Don't know what that is, but it's interesting. So there's definitely stuff about. Personally speaking, I've been digging lead, but all good things come to those who wait, and fortune favours the brave. There's nothing to be brave about. But yesterday, oh my god, I found that hammered in the rain. Got lucky there. But yeah, grape shot, bell, pin, gilded button. Lovely. I like this thing. And I like that pin as well, and I also like this bell. Don't know about the button, but hey, we'll take it. Well, this is the best thing I've come up for a while now. Little sort of penny, half penny, and I think it's 1901. I can't, if it is 1901, I don't know, I can't see. But anyway, if it is 1901, it'd have been a veiled head, but who knows? Can't get nothing off it. This is all sort of congealed concrete of sorts. Yeah, I expect I'll get some off of it, but who knows? Half penny. 1900 and something. Anyway, on to the next. Do you know, I'm never fond or keen on finding these because I can't say what they are. They could begin with an E, inch, whatever it is. Oh dear. It's one of those things, I think, it swings over. It's a bit of a, you know, like if you've got a sideboard or something that's locked. It swings at Inchunchkin or Inchunch, something or other. It's nice though. Could be mistaken for anything, that, but yeah, sort of 1900s, I think. Bit of furniture. don't think I've done any live digs on this clip, but I've found... Where the hell did that go? Ah, there it is. Could that be tin? It's very sort of all over the place signal, that, but I think I can narrow it down to here, and I think it's 2 down, so could be a bit of tin. Yeah. Right on that edge over here somewhere. Yeah, it's a high signal, but tin comes up on that signal, so we might get lucky. Might be something, might be nothing. It's just after I found that truncheon or whatever this is. Oh, there you go, look. Right colour, wrong product. A rivet. Come up on a 80 some odd. Blimmin' hell. Well, this looks pretty cool, whatever it is. Don't know, it's some sort of... I don't know what this is. I'm going to clean it up and have a look. It's got some on it now. It's got these 2 pins here that's been bent over, so... What do you think that is? Nice. A relic. It's about time I've had a relic. Yeah, nice. Well, I've just been looking at how Paul's getting on, and Paul's getting on very well, I think. Look at this. We reckon that's William the 4th. We reckon that's a 6pence. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, we can get a date, 1834. Yeah, William the 4th, 1834. Lovely. And we'll get some pictures. Well, this brings me nicely onto the chap that said to me that he didn't find many hammers. He'd been going out for ages, and you know, he's only found about 3 or 4, and we seem to find quite a few of them. But we dig, the amount of foil we dig is off the scale, and the amount of lead and bits that come up on this signal, 8, 9. But every now and again we get lucky, and on this occasion we've got lucky. It's a cut quarter. I don't like cleaning them on camera, but yeah, there you go. Cut quarter. And that could have been anything. I mean, we've been digging foil and lead all day. All day. And all of a sudden, you just get lucky. And it is perseverance and getting lucky. And you just got to dig everything. You know, because if you leave that, you think, oh, sod it, I'm going to dig that. That's only at 8, that's only at 9. Or if you're on your 800, probably coming at a 5 or 6. And if you're on your dais, that's probably going to come in at around about 40. And I know people notch stuff out at sort of 35 downwards. And you've got to give it a chance. You know, and I'm not just saying it because we found it, but it's, you know, there's a lot of work gone into that, a hell of a lot of work. So keep digging, and I'll get some pictures and I'll clean it up. Well, get back to a bit of normality. Got a Vicky Younghead here somewhere. I'm trying to get her head. I just seen her head, but it's there somewhere. Yeah, he's pretty toasted, that one. But yeah, she's on there somewhere. I bet you're saying, turn it up this way, do that, do this. I can't see anything at the minute. Nope. There. Who knows? Vicky Younghead. Oh, I don't know about this one. It looks silver. It does look silver, but I got a funny feeling it come in at such a high signal, it's a lid off a can, and I'm probably right. And when we talk about digging stuff and digging everything, you've got to dig these. And it is something off one who's, I don't know, something goes in there like an injection, pull it out, inject it into the cow, that sort of thing. That's what I reckon that is. But again, right colour, wrong product, or wrong item. We're looking for gold. We might get some. Well, look at this. It's an Intaglio seal, and I think it's Georgian. Don't get fooled by this. I don't think it's gold, but what a lovely find that is. That is a cracker. I mean, they don't come up very often. When they do, they're pretty knackered, or this bit's fallen out and you can't find that bit because obviously this is like a glass and you can't detect glass. But yeah, we got this one and it's intact, and we're going to try and clean it up a little bit. And yeah, well, there you go. It's cleaned up now. Got to focus on it. Look at this. It's all gold gilded, that, and there's some work gone into that. Look at it. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. And we think it's a Georgian Intaglio seal. You might say different, but that is a cracker. You know, we find these hammer coins and stuff like that, and I was talking about them earlier, how people don't find this and they find that and do this and do that. You just got to keep going. This one was right by just a tree over there, and I thought I'd have a go by the tree, and up it popped. It's a beauty, absolute beauty. Look at that. And as I said, you know, with the, it looks a bit sort of Romany. Can you see there? What do you think? That, you can really see that there. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'll get some pictures. Well, that Intaglio seal is an absolute beaut. It's Georgian, but it's beautiful. And we just had a Georgian buckle up right next to it. So obviously something was going on. And this is under a tree somewhere in Somerset. Right, I'm back on this Saxon strip now. And you know I've been finding gold items. Right colour, wrong item, wrong product. That's what I've been saying. Look at this thing. Right. Now, just look at that. Now I'm on the Saxon bit, and I can see it coming out of the ground, just like that. Excuse the fingers, bloody digger, look. Just like that. And I thought, oh, that's got to be a celt. It's got to be, isn't it? And it was all clogged up on the back. Are you ready? Oh, talk about hit the post. And I've never found a button like that in my life. What the hell? Oh, right colour, right shape, right pattern, wrong item. Ugh. Oh, I just thought we'd stop for a rest. I just want to. I'm about literally, I don't know, 50 yards where that Saxon come out. Now I think it's a Saxon area. Just because I found one skeet, I think it's a Saxon area. Not. Can't be. I found Romans there and all sorts of different things, and it's a good little bit of an area, but how did they get here? I mean, I'm looking down here. It could be here, in any direction of hundreds of miles. And they might have just stopped here, or over there, or over there. Oh, it's blimmin' detecting does your head in sometimes. I'm not complaining, but bloody hell, it's testing the patience today. Blimmin' Saxons. Ugh. Well, we're trying something a bit different here. This was an old track, this lot, along here. And the problem you've got, see all these leaves here? I'm not kidding you. I reckon there's 6 to 8 foot, 8 inches of leaves there to hit the mud. But this was an old track, and I think it was a Roman road. And I found stuff either side of this place, but I've never been down in here. And that down there looks like a bit like a bloody jungle. So I'll let you know how I get on. It might be worth bringing a bloody rake down here and raking all these leaves up. Sounds stupid, but if I can get down to the ground, the base level, I might have half a chance. Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? This is Andy's detecting adventures at its best. Probably is worse when I've been there for about 10 minutes. Bloody place. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Been all the way through this bloody lot. Look at it. Shotgun shell. But as I was saying, I think all this, I mean, you're going to have a hell of a job to get down there. I think this, you know, when you talk about thousands of years, that would have never been like that. And there's more, you know, sort of rain and shit that's come down over the years. Oh, I just chucked that shot out there. I'll dig that up again then, shall I? Oh, what pudding head. Never mind. But yeah, there you go. That's what this looks like. And it's supposed to be some sort of lane. Some sort of Roman roadie lane type thing. But you can see the banks on either side are built up so much now. Over the years, I doubt if you find anything. Never mind. Keep going. Yeah, as I said, I got to go in there with a saw or something and a rake and sort this lot out. It's just too thick in there, and I'm finding ring pulls, cans, shotgun cartridges. I'm sure there's other stuff because I found loads of stuff around here and it's got to be in there. But how deep is that silt in there? Bloody crazy if you ask me. I was sinking it down one end, water running through it, so, and that's never going to be cut back and not dredged. I suppose dredged is the right word for it, but no, I don't think anybody's ever going to do anything with that, and I think the days of going in there are gone. But I might go down there with a rake and a little chainsaw and see if I can get something out. Be interesting just to prove to myself I was right and there must be something in there. Right, I don't know what this is. This is absolutely tiny. And it just proves if you're finding things like this, you ain't missing much. But I don't know, it's got gold gild on it, or gilt, and it's silver, I think, but I don't know what it's off of. I'll have a look around where I found it, just here. But yeah, what do you reckon? Looks quite nice. Can I see any more of it if I zoom in? Definitely a flower on there, or something in there. Or am I seeing things? Yeah, look at the size of it though, it's tiny. As bag seals go, this is a good one. Look at this. It's fairly newish. I don't know what it says on there, something. Mark something, and there's stuff on the back as well, but yeah, I don't know if that's, I don't know what that says or what it relates to, but yeah, nice one, a bag seal. Always good to find them too. It's better than finding just lead. Anyway, moving on. Well, that's it, diggers. Light's nearly gone, detector's nearly flat. Done bloody loads around here, loads today and yesterday. And like I said, we're finding the right colour, but the wrong stuff. Fool's gold. I think that's what we call the clip, actually. Fool's gold. Fool everyone. It's bloody fooled me. Anyway, but we had a couple of nice hammers. Pulled out a good hammered. I had that little farthing, that Eddie farthing. Bag seals, buckles, bits of silver, just all sorts of bits and pieces. And you know, I love to be banging up hammered after hammered after hammered and rings and stuff like that, but it just doesn't happen. You know, you just gotta do what you can do, what's in front of you, get your head down and go anyway, thanks for you watching, subscribing, liking, and keep those comments coming, because there's some stuff. Again, last week somebody pulled me up on something, I thought, I got it back out and I thought, bloody bloke's right. I can't remember what it was, but, and there's people saying to me, well, how did you find all these hammers? It's like I said halfway through the clip, you've got to dig everything, you've got to be patient, you just can't, you know, you go to these digs and people just go off in the distance and all the stuff comes up here. It's mad. You just got, when you're detecting, you just got to be patient. The hammers ain't there for you, you've got to work hard for them, work for them. And so dig all those low signals. All the people that say they ain't finding them, dig all the low signals. Anyway, thanks to Tom for subscribing. No, he doesn't subscribe to us. He's our sponsor, Tom, and that's his thing there. And if you want anything off him, you can get 10% off if you use Andy10 in capitals. Done this like lowercase, won't work. Capitals, Andy10, Tom, UK History Finders, or give him a ring. I don't know if this clip's going to come out before Black Friday, but he's talking about 25% off. So get on down there and see what goodies you can get. Anyway, that said, we'll see you all on the next clip.
And it goes like this. We'll get in your car and you'll need to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lay on the backseat.
Tomorrow we are off out digging, me and you. I just wish it was our living. We come so far with finds afar, with land that just keeps giving. Let's go digging.